I am suddenly popular. No. I'm Sovereign Sage, and I don't know why the words are so big on the screen. So this is Fatal Frame 5. I actually did a full complete playthrough on this game years ago on my Wii U. I actually had been waiting for the game to be released again on the console, and they are also finally releasing Fatal Frame 4 on the Switch sometime this year. I'm actually a main supporter of these games, and it's really hard to get them to be noticed. Same thing with Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. I kept saying how I thought it was the best Ultimate. It's the best Warriors Orochi game in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I do like 4 because of the whole magical system. The magic system is in that game is the best out of all of the series. But when it comes to what I like in games, I do feel like 3 is better. Mainly because of Gauntlet mode, and because there's other aspects in the game that you can do that you can't do in 4. Such as being able to have multiple outfits that crossed over from the previous games, as where 4 doesn't allow that. Only certain characters got their outfits from 9, as where no one else really did. Only like 5 characters did, when it should have been everyone. And they also allow you to change the colors of the outfits and the hair color, even the skin color in 3, as for 4 in the previous games do not. So like, there's just little small shit. Also, when you go into like free mode, if you hit down on the D-pad, you could bring out your other characters, and you can't do that in any of the other games. You can't have them pop out and follow you around. And also in Gauntlet mode, they let you have 5 characters at a time, versus the 3 only that you get in Infinity. But my main point is, because I supported the game so strongly, they actually did a massive release this year for it, and they finally put it out on like PC, and I believe it also came to the Switch as well. So this game finally made it to the PS4 sometime this year, but I was waiting for it to go on sale. So it's finally here, and I'm going to be going through it again. I also bought the deluxe version because it was on sale for like $42 versus the $55 it normally would have been. So I got the game again on sale. So I'm actually trying to look at my setups here, because a lot of other games I play, R1 is like my run button, and I gotta make sure that this is what I want. Because to ready camera, looks like ready camera is L2, to aim is R1, and I guess to shoot would be circle. I think in Fatal Frame 2 and 3, triangle was the button I would push to bring the camera out, and then R1 or L1 would be the button I would push to shoot the camera with. So it's just the run button, they have it set to L2, and I don't really like that. Because there is a run button in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it to action. Motion sensor, I don't know what that's all about. Show the viewfinder frame. Yeah, I guess so. Fuyuhi singing up a storm. What was that other one? Photo mode. This is what I wanted. So we're gonna leave it on action for that. So photo mode. So to switch lenses, to switch film. So lenses is up and down, makes sense, because I think that's what it was on my Wii U. To put camera away is the L2, to lock on is R1. To use my upgrade, to take a picture is R2. Yeah, I kind of don't really like that. Because taking a picture... What is it? No, it's still R2 for both of them. What the hell? And I guess the dodge is the X. Well, we'll get used to it. I gotta look at what my things are, so... To take a picture is R2, but it doesn't say what button it is to pull it out. I guess... L2. I don't really like that. Too bad they don't give me a custom setup. I guess we'll just have to stick with that. So my camera sensitivity. Normally when it comes to camera sensitivity, I usually turn it pretty high. Mainly because I want it to respond to me quickly, not slow. I remember on my Wii U though, it took me forever to get this right. Like, I had fiddled with my settings really badly before it was perfect. It's also kind of slow, as you can tell. I'm having to like switch through things right now, and it's like slow. I can feel like it's dragging. So display and sound. Subtitles, yes. Brightness. Well, my TV's kind of dark. Yeah, now I see the face. I'm gonna leave it. It started right here, right? I'll leave it maybe about here. So the English, you can put in English or Japanese. I'm gonna leave with the English. That's how I played it originally the first time. So apparently, you can't, when it comes to the audio crap, they blocked it. That was the whole reason why I bought that, because I wanted to try to record those, but it's okay. I also bought it this way so I can get the outfits from the previous games, so I had to buy it like this, so. This game is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual people or organizations is entirely coincidental. So you say. So like I said, it's been a while since I played this game. And some of the chapters can be a little hard. I have a friend who's streaming the new update to Genshin. I want to do that, but I'm not going to stream that. I do that my own way. People want to stream it, that's up to them. I already spoiled myself on it. Like, I kind of already know what it's about. So I wanted a break because Genshin's been stressing me out. All of my videos have been sitting for the last week, like the last 8 or 9 days. They've been stacking on top of each other. And a lot of, like, 11 of my videos are actually more than 11, because I have 11 short ones, and then I had 5 or 6 long ones from part 65 to 70. Part 264 is where I left off. So it goes from part 265 to 270. So those parts on top of the 11 short ones. So I kind of want to tone it down for a bit, which is going to be impossible considering they just dropped that new massive update and there's like a whole new desert area to explore. But anyway, so let's see if I remember how to play this, because when it comes to some of the chapters, there's a lot of stuff you have to do, and I have to remember exactly what it is. I've only ever cleared this game, I want to say that all the way through from the beginning is once, but when it comes to like playing through the chapters, I've played through the chapters numerous times on my Wii U version, so lurking in the deep. So in the vicinity of Mount Hakami, people have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. One such girl is Miyu Hinasaki. She awakens to find herself in a half-old flooded building. There was people mad about this game. They were saying that it wasn't as good as the previous Fatal Frames, and they said that it was like a bunch of wasted potential. And that Miku is in this game, and they said that it was like a waste of talent, because she's like really weak, and she doesn't do shit. And her daughter here, who is known as a Yurei, or not a Yurei, she's known as a Shadowborn, where she was created between a living person and a dead person, because it was believed that at the end of Fatal Frame 3, her mother Miku did like a ceremony where she went to go meet her brother. And there's a lot of theories on that. They're like, Miku slept with her own brother when that's how she got pregnant with Miyu. But I don't think it was that. It was actually their souls got tied together, but it really doesn't make sense how she conceived the child. I also just realized that my settings are too dark. I don't know how the capture is on this, but it's way too dark. Yeah, you can't even see that. Uh-oh. Shit. And because this is a prologue, you can't change the settings. So my TV's really dark, but there was like the bodies around her and you couldn't even see it. God, that vibration is strong on the controller. It's like strong, really strong. It's so dark I can't see where she's going. I know what this is, this intro. I know what it is, and I can't even see. Man, it's like I'm looking at a black screen. I shit you not. Uh-oh. I might have to turn the... See, it looks fine now. Okay. Yeah, it is dark. Shake. Shake. Shake, shake, shake. There you go. I'm going. Yeah, I might have to turn it up. Oh, that's piercing. Because I have a surround TV, so it sounds louder to me. Oh, my ears. Oh. God, it was like somebody was shoving a needle in my ears. I have to find a way out of here. So, what was the menu button in the, okay. That's not, so on the Wii U version of this game, we have two different menu screens. You had this menu screen, and then you had an actual pause screen. That is bad. That's horrible. I can't see anything. So let me go to brightness for a moment. Turn it all the way up. I gotta be careful because I'm sensitive to the bright things, which is why I had it turned down. But you can't see anything. I hope it's not too bright now. It seems fine. Yeah, okay, whoa. My controller's messed up, so I'm trying to make her run. There's a light at the end of the corridor. Maybe there's a way out. They're like, where are you going? Come back here. They're out. Chase me. Go. I already know that. Slam on my face. Yeah, I turned the brightness all the way up. She's like, what the fuck? I actually am really happy to have this game again. Yeah, they have to reteach it to me. Yeah, I'm so used to my Wii U controls that this feels different on an actual console controller. It is better though, because at least I'll be able to record it, because the way I had to before was with my camera, and now this is on the actual console, so I can just use the built-in hard drive hardware like I always do. She's like, what kind of ghost spaghetti is this? All over the temple floor? Oh, say, what the hell? She's like, welcome to my Black Tar Tower mansion. Turn around, turn around. Go. Ooh, it's so dark. I swear, like, every time she goes behind a door, she thinks she's safe, and it's like, hell no. Anytime you go behind a door in these games, it's just more hell after terror. More hell after terror. That was a horrible take. Alright. I wonder if it plays the same way. I mean, obviously the controls are different. You know, the Wii U gamepad is not a PS4 controller, but like the way the game itself runs. Because on the Wii U, they had their own system in place to run the water. It was like this thing when they built the game, when they created it. They had like the water had its own engine that it ran on. This game really emphasizes water a lot. But since this is on a PS4, I don't know if it'll do the water the same way. The graphics look different, I must say. Because on the Wii U, the hair was like more shiny and more gloss. And here it's like not that. Like how she just stands there. I mean, I guess she is getting wrapped in hair, so. Up the skirt? Why? She's just staring at her like, oh yeah. Wrap me in your hair tentacles, girl. Yeah, that I'm so desensitized to this shit. Like, there was some other people saying the exact same thing. They're like, Fatal Frame 5 isn't as scary as the previous games. They're not wrong. Miyu Hinasaki has disappeared. never to return. No one could hear her cries for help as she was sealed into a shrine on top of the mountain. The mountain is where the events of the story take place. We follow the fates of 3 people: Yuri, Ren, and Mir. It is a terrifying tale of the supernatural. Fatal Frame 5, Maiden of Blackwater. It's actually 5. I don't know why they don't put it on there. The only reason why they didn't is because 4 was not localized here in the West. There's trophies for this game? Holy fuck. It wasn't localized, but it is getting a Switch release this year, so I feel like it ruins it, man. So first drop, a vanishing trace. Among the residents of the village at the foot of Mount Hikami, a certain unique ability has been passed through the ages. This ability, known as shadow reading, enables the user to view the shadow or trace of someone lost in inexplicable circumstances. This is not unlike the psychometry practiced elsewhere. Yuri Kozukata accompanies Hisoka Kurosawa, a woman who possesses the shadow reading ability, to an abandoned inn on Mount Hikami. Sensing Yuri could, in time, become talented at shadow reading, Hisoka takes her along on an assignment, where she utterly regrets her choice. So I do have outfits for them, but you normally can pick characters' outfits before you attempt each chapter. But the first, prologue in this chapter, you cannot change that. If it's, your first time through the game.
I'd be scared of death.
Look at this Kasumi ripoff. That's what she looks like to me. That is the most remote area ever. Iconic red song.
In the end, I am alone.
It's water, but it looks like blood. Yuri! Yuri Lowenthal?
Should be in here. This is an excellent chance for you to take the lead. Here, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Oh god, when she touched the camera and vibrated so hard in my hands.
See the unseen, including the clues that will help you find what we're here for.
Okay.
This is your opportunity, your first case.
I know it has the volume loud, but why is it so quiet? I have another game where her nails are so big. God Eater 3 does that to me too, where it's so quiet.
It works exactly like a normal camera.
No, it doesn't.
Give it a try. Just hold up the camera.
L2. Yeah, so my right joystick is messed up. You see how it's drifting upwards? Oh, it's like the Wii U. So my controller is the gamepad. Oh, fuck.
The camera obscures photographs in Netherworld.
Oh, no. I'm gonna have to turn that off. That's, because I move my controller around. You see me moving it?
See through the lens is not unlike the after.
Okay, hold on.
Make sure not to draw too much interest from the things you see.
It's hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust that. I did the same thing on my Wii U. I had to turn it on and off.
Drawn into the Netherworld yourself.
Down to move the joystick down to back away without putting the camera down. So hold on. Yo, it's harder with my actual controller because it's messed up. So hold on. That's too difficult because I can't get it correct. Okay, hold on. It's easier with the gamepad. Also, up is down and down is up. That's what's fucking me up. I need to fix that. That's horrible. Hold down L1 to lock on to her. Okay. I don't know how I like that. The whole L2, because my previous Fatal Frame games, I have all three of them set up the same way. Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3 on my PS3, where if I hit my triangle button, well, I think 2 and 3 were slightly different, but triangle would pull up my camera, and then I would hit R1 to take the picture, but it's like reversed here. It's like, it's like L2 to bring it up, R2 to take it.
It's a token. It will help lead you to what we're looking for.
Oh no.
Now don't panic, but be sure to stay on your guard. Go on.
So this is the map.
And head inside.
You can press L1 to snap at any time. To open snap mode. I'm pushing it, it ain't doing anything. I literally am pushing it. Uh-oh. L1 plus square. I am pushing it though, but my controller's not reacting. You can clearly hear me mashing. Oh, it's maybe because my controls are set up differently. Any interesting moments and areas? Do I have to bring the camera out to do that? Because it's not letting me do it. Uh-oh. I hope I'm not locked. Any interesting moments or areas? I really hope this tutorial goes away. Shit. What was snap mode again? Is it on here? Because I tried pushing the buttons like they said and it wasn't doing anything for me. Oh no. This is what it is. That just wasn't working at all. I'm still trying to hit it and it's not working. I guess I'll just lock her, unmove her out of it if it ain't working. Okay, yeah, this is better because now it doesn't fucking freak out on me. Okay. Hold on a moment. What button was it to take pictures again? It was R2, right? Yeah.
It's not just a normal photograph that was taken to mine death. It's why I send us.
That's right. There is a thing with the Wii U version where you couldn't spam it. People often try to spam it.
This photo came from somewhere around here, and
Hold on.
wants to see what we can find.
Hold on. Why was there just a reliquary in that room? Those don't show up until later. So I had to turn off that sensor because the way I'm sitting down, my controller fucking moves by itself because I need to have it replaced. So I changed it to be locked to my it's locked to my joystick now, which is easier. Because on the gamepad I have it set to both, but they don't let me set both here, so I can't do it. Okay, this is the wrong hallway. It's around the corner. I often walk in viewfinder in these games, so that I can catch shit easier. But because my right joystick is messed up, you see how it keeps drifting up? That's not me doing it. Fuck. I gotta be careful she doesn't just appear in my face. And it's hard to use it when my joystick's fucked up. I need to get my controller replaced, but it won't be a while until I'm able to do that. So this is where she encounters this guy, but Hisoka doesn't. If you ask me, the very first time I played this, I feel like Hisoka does this to Yuri on purpose. She knows that this place is filled with ghosts, and she purposely brings her here. That's why she freaks out, and she's like, Hisoka! And she just stares at her like, what? She's letting him get awfully close to her. See what I mean? And Hisoka just doesn't care. She's just staring at her like, what? She doesn't even say anything! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, I can't deal with that. See,
Yuri, wait.
yes?
I can sense something.
Shadow reading.
It's called a trace. A shadow of the past. The token is showing you the way.
Yeah.
These traces can lead you to the right
Hold on a
path.
moment though, you're ruining my fucking shit.
Let's
I remember
follow
them
the shadow.
being here. Maybe it's later. Please get out of my fucking way. Yeah, so I have to learn how this game plays differently from my Wii U. Because the Wii U version is pretty simple. But because this is not that, you know, I have to relearn it. It's also hard too when my, my damn joystick is broken. Hold on, come on, come on, come on. I know he walks by, but I think it's probably later. So I think the lady appears here once I pick it up. Okay. An old dusty book had been left in the hallway. Maybe someone dropped it. Doubt it. So Mahakami has long been considered holy ground. For centuries, people have been drawn to the many sacred shrines and places of worship, as well as the natural features such as the Twilight Peak and the Pool of Purification, which have themselves been treated with great reverence. She's walking behind me. The mountain was also popular with tourists and mountain climbers for the beauty of its abundant clear waters and ancient mysterious forests. Worshippers and hikers alike used to find rest at Ichira Manor, a hot spring resort near the foot of the mountain, which is where we are right now. Now the inn lies desolate, devoid of visitors. The mountain never recovered from a devastating landslide it suffered many years ago. The shrine road to the summit was cut off, and the flow of water throughout the mountain was altered, forever changing the landscape. New roads that were under construction had to be abandoned, and Ichira Manor was buried under a slough of rock, resulting in numerous casualties or fatalities. Among those lost were the family of Ichiro Manor's proprietor, effectively putting an end to the business. Mahakami's days as a tourist destination were no more. Instead, the mountain gained notoriety as a suicide spot. Perhaps because it was traditionally a destination to which the dying would venture, the mountain's now a place for those wishing to end their own lives. By extension, it has also become a place of thrill seekers interested in the occult. Gotcha. I know this game already, so I know it keeps telling me about the trace, but I really don't give a shit. I'm trying to remember where all the ghost spots are, because there's one when I go to the door on my left, and I try to remember, yeah, I know. What button was it to turn around quickly? Oh, that's my square button is for this? That's horrible. There was a button, to turn around. Aim camera backwards. What's funny about that is I literally just tried it, and it's not doing it. Uh-oh. That's what was happening earlier. Where it's not working like it's supposed to. I don't know if it's because of my controller that's messed up, or the fact that, I don't know. Because I turned off my sensor.
Maybe it's in this room.
In this game on the Wii U gamepad, you would have to turn it. She's moving by herself. Yeah, she moves when you turn the camera like this. You have to turn it on the handle to get a lock-on point. Because I turned that motion shit off. I don't know how it's gonna work.
It appears we need a key. Try using the camera obscura.
Sidekick photographs. So when you look around through the lens of the camera obscura, you may notice it reacting to objects that are not normally visible. Lock onto the photograph to expose it. You gotta find the location too. Yeah, 'cause on the Wii U version, you would have to hold the gamepad and turn it. But because I turned that off just now. But I'm gonna be honest, I'll go through this game quickly because I've already cleared it before, so if this is like your first time seeing it, I'll read some things, but there's a lot of shit I might skip through. That game failed to upload that video. Yeah, when it comes to tutorials, I really don't care.
I'll wait for you here.
And wait for you here. So that's the proprietor. He originally used to. Yeah. When it says turn the camera around, when you go in here, he appears behind her, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that shot because it's not working. What I had changed my settings to, it's not working. Like that one where it tried to tell me L1 plus square, I was pushing it and nothing was happening. I don't know what to do. So keep an eye on this doll head. You see how it's like facing towards me? Like straight? If you watch it later on, it turns and faces her. It's also hard when my right joystick is fucking broken. I might have to grab it and pop it out. You probably heard me pop it. It'll fucking move by itself. I need to get this controller replaced. But I have to show on my warranty and I have to go in and do it. So once you pick it up, he literally appears directly behind her. What's cool about this game is like with the old Fatal Frame 2, the remake, it'll show you where the keys go. I got it. It auto-turned it for me, but normally it don't. Weird. See now the doll head's facing me. Girl, what? Alright. It is fun to be playing this again, especially on a console, but I am kind of annoyed because some of the buttons aren't really working, and it feels like it controls weird. So I'm used to it being on the Wii U, and it doesn't control the same way. But it's alright. It's also because my controller's broken that makes it harder. That's why I'm saying, I don't know how me using the sidekick photo ability, how is it going to work when I turn that off? It's on the ground in front of me, by the way.
Hold on. There's something there.
I can't move. You can see me trying to move it. I don't care, I already know how to play this. So with the viewfinder, I can tilt it. Oh, by holding it, that's neat. Oh, I see how they did that. Because on the Wii U version, you would have to turn it. Hold on, go back. Alright, I see how they do it, but it's a little too slow to be effective. Because it's much faster on the Wii U, because you just hold the gamepad and turn the gamepad. But now it's on a controller, so I see how they worked around that. Also, that design on the back of her neck with the butterfly is new. I don't think the Wii U version had that. Maybe it did, but I don't remember it. Like, the shirt is pretty much the same. It just looks slightly different because of the graphics.
This is what we came here for. We shouldn't stay here any longer than we need to.
You're right.
See on the very back of Yuri's neck?
Okay.
That embroidery, whatever that is, it's new. I would have remembered that. Unless maybe it was there, but I swear that's different. But you see it when I move her hair? It's like a butterfly. That was never there before. I swear it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't, I'm an idiot, but I don't think so. I also like how big the buttons are at the bottom. Wrong button, I forget. I'm so used to my other games, I keep hitting R1, because that's my R1 is my shutter button. Keep on forgetting. It's my rear trigger button, so L2 brings it out, R2 takes a picture. Now I gotta reprogram my mind.
Searching for objects like we did just now might be easy, but searching for people is much more difficult. Psychometry allows you to see the psychic imprint as a shadow.
Yeah.
But never follow after the shadow of someone who's been spirited away.
Hold on.
You might end up seeing something deeper. Let's head back.
Fucking. See, when you try to go further than they want you, they'll freak out. They freak out on you. Are you gonna do it? Yeah. Are you gonna do it? Man, and I have to fight that guy right about now. What? She was looking up at something. Oh shit. You see what I mean? How Hisoka does this to her on purpose? Now. There was actually supposed to be hands that pull her down. Man, trying to fight him with these controls are gonna be difficult. So the shake button. What's the shake button? Now you gotta wait till it turns red. Hold on, hold on. I got it. See, it's different with the controller. It's on the gamepad. You can just turn it, but I can't just turn it here. Fuck. Okay. I keep on forgetting my lock-on button is L1. Yeah, but you can't just take multiple images. I hate the fact that I have to hold square or triangle, though. That's gonna be tough, because on the Wii U, it's a lot faster to get the fragments. I'm pretty sure I can get the hang of it, though. You gotta get all fragments in the frame. Please stop with your fucking tutorials, I already know. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it's harder with this controller. Will they just let me go? Yep. You're only allowed so many, though. Please shut up. Oh my god. I know. Just give me a break. Too far from my lock-on. You can also use Matori when you kill them to touch them to see their memories. I bet you it's gonna try to tutorialize me for that too. Yeah, they won't let you do it. Not right away. They don't teach you her Matori ability till later. Or glance, fatal glance. Ahsoka did this shit to her on purpose, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my water.
I shouldn't have brought you here.
Lies. You did this to her on purpose. You're fucking kidding me.
I am alone.
So this is Ren's memory. I remember them saying, they had a hard time creating these images. They said with newer graphics, it still looked too clear and too clean. That they had to put a lot of grain filters over it to make it not clear. That they said they actually struggled with it because the graphics were too good. That even when they jacked up the image, it still looked perfect. And they had a hard time purposely distorting it, as where with the previous Fatal Frame games, the graphics weren't all that great, so it was easier to make it look like crap for these flashbacks. But it's still really not too clear as to what's happening in some degrees. What I mean by that is it's still dark. You can't tell exactly where that is or when it is. So I think they still did a good job with making it hard to tell what's happening, which is what they were trying to go for. I mean, yeah, it was like a ritual, obviously, but that's not what I mean. Like, it's hard to tell where that is and what time.
Mr. Hojo?
Here we have Rui, who looks exactly like Hanbei. You can't tell me otherwise.
So, what does she want?
She found a
The
photo.
book you were looking for, yeah.
She did?
Yeah, here, take a look.
So the reason why Rui looks like a boy and dresses like one is apparently Ren has a fear of women, where he can't make eye contact with them. So Rui, as his assistant, she dresses like a man around him to keep him calm, I guess? I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if that's the right term. There's that picture from his dream. That's Shiragiku. But the funny thing about this, if anyone who's played this game before, which I have, it's not really his dream. It's Kunihiko Aso's dream. Memory. It's not even a dream, it's a memory. Because Ren is actually a descendant from Kunihiko, the guy who makes all of the spirit cameras in all of the games, like the creator of the camera obscura. Ren is a descendant from him. He's from the same family, which is why both of their names are, well, he's Aso and he's Hojo, but he's a descendant from him, like further down the family line. And I guess he had a possession, he had a lock of hair from Shiragiku that he found stored away in his like family's, whatever you want to call it. And when he touched it, the memory that Kunihiko had basically entered Ren, and now Ren thinks that it's like his memory and he thinks that it's his dream, but it actually isn't. I don't really understand that part too much, but I mean, it kind of makes sense, but then it kind of doesn't. So while learning about shadow reading from Hisoka, Yuri used the ability to retrieve an album of postmortem photographs from a ruined inn on Mount Hakami. The album was requested by a certain Ren Hojo. As Ren awoke from a bad dream, he found himself tormented by uncertainty. Was it really just a dream or a suppressed childhood memory? This question has plagued him for some time. Try years. Yeah, I got a B rank for that. Probably because I was slow, but I did get all of the ghost images, so I don't know. I think my original rank on my Wii U is like an A for that. Actually, the very, very first time I got it was a C. So the following additional content has been added. So past protagonists' costumes, you can do this. Alright, so like I said, for each chapter they give you a ranking, and you also get a chance to take items with you, but that doesn't start till like, I want to say, the chapters in this game are called drops. So this is basically first chapter, second chapter. It doesn't actually start letting you take items with you till like the third or fourth, I think. It's not too clear. So we have her normal outfit, and then we have the Mio's outfit. I hate the fact that left is right and right is left on this shit. Then we have Ray's outfit from Fatal Frame 3. So I have points to unlock those. How many does she have? Oh, that's wrong character. Go back. You need points. So that the punk assemble, I know what it is. In a swimsuit. I know what they are. I'm gonna go for this one. That's cute, right? Alright, so Ren, we have his normal outfit, or we have Kay's outfit from Fatal Frame 3. The groom outfit, and the other things you have to unlock with points. See, it tells you what my current points are. So for her, we have her mother's outfits from the first game. So this one was the Japanese version only. That little part in the front with like the two little bells or balls. They didn't have that. The American version was this version here. For the US version, we got this. Where they changed it drastically. And then Mayu's outfit. Then you got the Tormented outfit, and then her swimsuit, and then her gothic white dress, which I can get pretty much anytime. So Miku out for the Tormented. I don't know which one I like, because this was the one we started with. See, all they did was change the dress and the shoes. This was the Japanese version, and this was the US version. Whatever. Okay. Yes. So it has been several days since the incident at the inn. Hisoko is out on a case. A young girl comes to the shop and finds a worried Yuri. Yuri is given a missing person case, something Hisoka forbade. Yeah, so see, you get to take items with you. However, bringing items with you ruins your overall score at the end of the game. At the end of each chapter, you get a ranking. Bringing points with you, I think it does screw up your ranking. I can't remember if it did or not, because it's been a while since I've played the Wii U version, but I'm pretty sure it does. I think they dock you points for that. So the Mirror Stones, as it says there at the bottom, revives you when you die. You can bring them with you if you have a bunch of points. So it's funny because my Wii U version, I maxed out on all of this crap. And now I have to do it again. So, Mount Hakami's second job. A few days have passed since Yuri's introduction to shadow reading at the abandoned inn. Since then, Hisoka has gone off somewhere and hasn't returned. Yuri worries for Hisoka, but isn't sure how or where to start searching. As she sits waiting at the antique shop, a girl named Fuyuhi Himino shows up, claiming to have enlisted Hisoka to help find a missing person. Should have just been claiming to have enlisted Hisoka's help to help her find a missing person, but whatever. It's too wordy. It's probably why they didn't do it. I'm just so used to my Wii U version that now I have it on my PS4. It feels so weird. But my Wii U version holds a special memory for me in a special place because it's so unique. But I did want the game again, and I got it, so. It was on sale for like $42. It was $41 plus tax. Otherwise, it would have been $55, and I didn't want to pay that much for it. Because I paid $50 for it on my Wii U, and I didn't feel like dishing out that much again. And a lot of my games that I have, I do own about 2 or 3 times. So it's not a big deal.
Excuse me, hello? I'm looking for Hisoka Kurosawa. Is she here? Oh, I'm sorry, but she stepped out. My name is Fuyuhi Himino. I've been waiting for her to tell me if she could help me find someone. I still haven't got a reply from her.
That
You're
gloss.
looking for someone? She might have gone to the mountain. Mount Hakami. Mount Hakami. Someone told me that they saw my friend there.
They love to zoom in on her chest.
Suicide spot, isn't it? I don't know why Haruka would go to a place like that.
Fuyuhi's voice acting always bothered me because it's too stiff and doesn't have enough feeling in it.
Don't worry. As soon as Ahsoka gets back, I'll tell her.
No.
That's fine. I can't wait any longer. I'll go look for her myself. Huh? Come back!
You see how stiff their voice acting is? It's like they're talking to the wall. I don't know. I mean, voice acting is hard, but it always bothered me because she has no feeling in it until later on when she turns into a ghost. But like that first line is so stiff as shit. It's like, oh my god. The missing persons case. Ahsoka left a few days ago and hasn't been back. Maybe this is what she was working on. That guy speeding down my fucking street. Ahsoka's room is upstairs. Maybe she left some clues as to her whereabouts. Yeah, so like I said, this game will show you where things are. The previous Fatal Frames didn't do that. They would just basically have you go look for shit yourself. So it's hard to turn her around, because this game with the camera turns with her. Basically, what I mean by that is, if I grab her and start spinning her like this, see how it's like wonky? It'll turn with her like this. And it's hard to like turn her around and get her to walk towards me without touching the camera joystick at the same time. Because the camera joystick turns her around. So if I face her towards us, but then I touch my camera joystick, she'll turn around. See what I mean? And then if I turn it like this, she moves with the camera joystick. I'm just touching the joystick right now to the camera and she'll spin. It's like an auto lock. They have it set like that with Dynasty Warriors 9. When you guard and turn, it'll spin the camera like that. So I can go through that door on my left and go up to the other staircase, but I'm going to go back here to give you a layout. So this is a spare room here. This door back here leads to I guess outside, like the back door. This door over here leads to the restroom, but they never let you in. Leads to the bathroom. Ahsoka prefers a large bathtub, but it's too large for me to relax in very easily. Yeah. So this is the back door. The back door, as usual, it's locked. Just fuck me. Yeah, see, I don't got the camera. So when you push it, she doesn't do anything. So her room is right up the stairs on the right. So this is her room here. That's the slowest door open of my life. So this is Yuri's room. Ahsoka gave me this room when I moved in. It used to be her room. It's been a while since I moved in, but I still haven't unpacked anything. That's the world's smallest bed. Ahsoka doesn't like it when I don't make my bed. I'll do it later. This window is a troll job later. Orange light floods in through the window. You know, I like games that give everything descriptions. Some people don't like that, but I like when a game gives literally every object a description. I'm trying to... It's a big pile of cardboard boxes. I haven't touched them since I moved in. Then her journal. There are some baskets and file cases on top of the dresser. Ahsoka set them out for me, but I'm not sure what to do with them. Ahsoka put this desk here for me. This used to be Ahsoka's bedroom, but she freed it up for me to use. Yeah, so this is her room. It's really tiny. I don't even know what that diamond thing in the middle of the door is. Clearly supposed to be like a peek window, but it's like a foggy glass that you wouldn't be able to see out of anyway. And then this here is their garden. These windows are dirty as shit because dust. But it's supposed to be a shop, but this is like the house side, and it's weird. It's like down there is like a garden, and supposedly they say she can go in there and clean it, but I don't see how there's an entrance in there. So this is Ahsoka's room right here, but hold on a moment. So if you go around the corner, you can see down to the store from the top, and then this here is a spare room. So when you get Miyu later on in the game, when you actually find her and rescue her, this is where she would be at. She stays in here. Kimono hangs on the rack. I miss the old sounds from Fatal Frame 4 when you would open anything, especially Fatal Frame 2 and 4. When you would open up stuff, it would play a sound cue like that, and I always thought it was funny. Okay. Yeah, so this place has cameras, so you see that? That's a security camera. Then these stairs lead down to that room that I passed downstairs on the left. That's where Ren usually hangs out at. Small potted plantain lily sits on the low top dresser. Is that new? I never paid attention to this corner on the Wii U, so I don't know if it looked like that. Then you can see down right here as well. So this hallway that we're in, down there, right underneath where she's standing right now is the door that leads into that other room. Okay. There's always a loud static in this room. I remember on the Wii U version it was really loud. So this is Ahsoka's room. She really likes the traditional Japanese style. Yeah, so we gotta pick up all the files. I wasn't trying to look at the mirror, I was trying to pick up the file. Lost item sits on the desk, looks like it's bound by string. There seems to be notes on Ahsoka's shadow reading cases. So, missing item, diary, token, photo of the deceased, details, located diary's mother. Client seeks info on their late mother, relates to a deceased individual, apply caution. Results, the caretaker of the deceased had buried the diary at her request. So, missing items, store key room, token, photo of the deceased, details, locate, storeroom key. Item may already be lost, token and item belong to deceased, apply caution. Results, item located, had been hidden by client's parent, returned to the client. Missing item, diamond ring, token, rings box, details, client seeks lost engagement ring, requested fiancé not be notified, date of wedding soon approaching, result found on client's desk, was in an obvious place but somehow eluded the client. So, client Ren Hojo, missing item, album of postmortem photographs, token, postmortem photograph, details, reference material for a book about traditional practice in Mount Hakami area, bad location, but minimal danger anticipated. Client is an acquaintance. Result, found in an old building of abandoned inn. Shadow attempted to drag Yuri toward the nether realm. Should have gone alone, must warn Yuri to stay away from the mountain. Shadow reading is the ability to read traces of the past, not unlike the ability commonly known as psychometry. By following these traces, it is possible to find things that have gone missing or which were no longer visible. Things that are demonstrably there, but for reasons unknown, are all but invisible. Things the owner wished to be forgotten, things whose owners have passed away, things that no longer wish to be seen. Things drawn partway into the netherworld, invisible within our own. Such items can be called back to the world of the living. Unlike these objects, however, people who have been spirited away must not be chased after lightly. In many such cases, they have been taken by creatures of the netherworld who linger nearby. Utmost caution is always applied. Or must always be applied. So basically it's saying that items can be like spirited away between our world and the world of the dead. That breast physics though. Apparently you can look for an object with no problem, but if you try to go look for a person, you can risk being taken to the underworld yourself. So it's like you can look for an item but not a person. So, dear Miss Ahsoka, please find Haruka. She went missing over a week ago. You do still take on missing cases, don't you? Missing person cases. I've contacted the police, but they're no help. They say she was probably spirited away, and they sip on their fucking tea and coffee and their donuts. Haruka wouldn't have gone anywhere without telling me. I'm certain something bad has happened. I can handle my own grief, but I can't